Hello everyone, I am Adrenaline the Bazooka Prophet. I believe that it is around time for GCSE examination, and as such, a lot of students around the world, precisely those of them that reside in United Kingdom, in UK, will be preparing for this most crucial examination. Now, in this particular video, I'm going to be telling you some tips about GCSE chemistry, both foundational and that of the high tier. Now, we understand that chemistry might be a little bit bulky, right? But it will surprise you to know that all these topics are centered around five major areas in GCSE examination. The first of them, without wasting time, is the atomic structure and periodic table, meaning they go together, right? While number two is bonding structure, right? Bonding structure and properties of matter. Number three is quantitative chemistry. This part involves calculations, right? And number four, we talked about chemical changes. And lastly is energy changes. Now, briefly, we're going to be talking about the atomic structure and periodic table. So in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to be talking about each one of them and their summary that every student that are preparing for GCSE examination should get themselves ascribed to. Now, first is atomic structure. In this particular part, it talks about atomic structure, atomic number, mass number. We understand that the three subatomic particle of an atom, right, include the protons, the electrons, and the neutrons. And as such, we understand that among these particles, the first of these particles that we first discovered is the electron in the year 1896 by who? By J. Thomson or John Joseph Thomson, right? The use of what now? The cathode ray, and the experiment is called the discharge tube experiment. After we move them to the discovery of the proton by Lord Ernest Rutherford, right, who discovered the second particle, although there are a little bit of discrepancies of who actually discovered, but we know and we are certain that it was discovered, right, that the nucleus of an atom was discovered by Ernest Rutherford, talking about the nucleon number, the central coil. Is understood, and we understood that inside the nucleus of an atom reside the protons and the neutron, which sum to give us the mass number of an atom. And the electrons is found to be outside the nucleus of an atom. The next of the particle is the neutron. The neutron was discovered by the neutrons were discovered by James Chadwick in the year 1932 when he used an alpha particle to bombard a thin sheet of beryllium. That was how the third of the subatomic particle of an atom was discovered. Is that understood? Again, too, under the summary of the atomic structure of the periodic table, we should also understand the masses of this particle, what they are or what they contain. We should understand that first of all, the protons are positively charged, the electrons are negatively charged, and the neutrons are neutral, right? In terms of atomic mass unit, both the protons and the neutrons, they contain an atomic mass unit of 1, but the charges are different. The charge of protons are positive, the charge of the neutrons are neutral, which is 0, and the charge of the electron is negative 1. Is that understood? Now, we should also understand that the electrons is what tells us the chemical property of an element. Now, I wouldn't want to make this video too long so that you can also have it in bit by bit so you can understand a summary of all that. And in terms of the discovering again, take note of the electron down to the proton and down to what now, the neutron. It is common in GCSE examination, and as a bazooka prophet, I'm telling you, this year you are going to see this question as I am told from my left ear. As I hear, I speak out. Right now, do well to like, share, and subscribe, and wait for more episode of a brief summary of these five major areas that exam won't fail to ask you for this year 2026 GCSE examination, both for foundational and ITR. I remain my humble self, Dr. Andranali, the Bazooka Prophet. See you in my next video. Love you and shalom, bro.